Well, good morning, everybody. Yeah, it's Monday morning. I'll bet you I can guess what you did Saturday and Sunday. If it's anything like me, I was out there shoveling and shoveling and shoveling and shoveling to the point where I just said last night, I'm done. I'll get it, whatever's left tomorrow. I'm surprised I'm not more sore than I am. I guess that's attributed to I try to go work out 3 days a week. But I have some muscles that are sore that I have not been working at the health club. So I think I'm going to focus on those when I get there. But yeah, but I mean, it's been a nice, pretty weekend, snowy weekend. And so I have enjoyed looking out the window and watching the snow fall. And I tried to stay ahead of it. And that's why I shoveled so many times out there. I was wanting to stay ahead of it. I didn't want to go out there. The second batch of snow on Sunday later was more of that wet snow, I noticed. And so if I would have got behind on that, I would have been trying to lift heavy snow instead of the lighter stuff the entire time. The trick today is going to be getting the car out of the garage. There's probably about a foot out there. Well, I shouldn't say the car, the truck. Our SUV has four-wheel drive. I think we'll be able to plow right out of there. I shoveled probably about a good five feet out away from the garage to give us a head start. Sometimes we usually have a truck that comes through the alley with a plow in the front, but he didn't come through this year. So I don't know if he moved or we didn't pay him or, or what happened. But it's pretty deep out there. So my wife wants to go work out this morning. I said, okay. So after my first two classes this morning, I get a small break. I'll go check out to see what can do so that I can get her to go work out this morning because I have to obviously be teaching all day. But other than that, hey, make today awesome. This is your PGM moment with Coach White, your personal growth moment. Boy, that's some good Bustelo this morning. For those of you maybe don't have your coffee, man, check in. Hey, Damaris, good. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Marco, thank you for being here this morning. My wife, thank you for being here this morning. I'm here this morning. I'm excited about it. I'm about to make my wife laugh right there. Oh gosh, it's a good day. I'm excited about today. And this is finals week. If you know anybody that's in CPS, Chicago Public Schools, this is finals week. And so I have some finals I got to hand out all this week, and the grades in by Friday. Second semester starts. And those of you may be asking, if you're thinking about it, are you guys going back to in-person? Well, the elementary schools are in-person, but our union is fighting against going back in-person right now, excuse me. I guess from what I'm understanding, there's just a lot of high schools that have yet to get themselves prepared with the money they were given in order to make the school ready for in-person. So I don't know about any of that stuff. I'm just a teacher, and when you're a teacher, basically you're a pawn on the chessboard. You go wherever they position you. That's about the way it goes with that. But let's get on to some better news this morning, huh? I'm going to talk to you today about how to stay encouraged. Yep, how to stay encouraged. I was thinking yesterday, and many times I give my feedback on the PGM through a lot of my conversations that I have with people, looking through Facebook, Instagram, seeing things that are going on. And you just see people put negative things or things that aren't positive. To be honest with you, I mean, we all go through tough times where stuff just didn't go right, times when we thought we had it, but it went wrong. And, no one is immune from failure. Okay, no one's immune from failure. We all have the times where we walk too close to the creek. I always just say creek. It's unusual for me to say creek. Next to the creek bank, and when we fall in. I've done that many times in Wisconsin as a little kid. I remember walking across the creek bank looking for a spot to fish. Next thing you know, my foot went down and I went down because it was too soft and I fell in the creek. So that's where I use that term from Wisconsin. And so it's during these times, though, that we have to find a way to climb out of the creek bank. It's when we hit that discouragement, is when we hit that frustration, when we hit that maybe that hopelessness, that we got to find a way to get out of the creek. And today I thought we would follow some of the action steps of one of the heroes of the Bible, and that's King David. And King David ran into a time, and I can't go into the full story, We're going to talk about David, though, on Tuesday night, though. The Living the Good Life at 7 o'clock. We'll be live, me and my wife. And David went a really tough time, I should say a period. And it's found in 1 Samuel 30, verse 6. And this is what it says. And David was greatly distressed, for the people spake of stoning him, because the soul of all the people was grieved. His staff was grieved. His friends were grieved. Those that were supporting around King David were grieved. Every man and his sons for his daughters, because they had been stolen and the city had been burned. But here's what David did. But David encouraged himself in the Lord his God. And I want to focus on that thing. David encouraged himself. Encouragement means the action of giving someone support, inspiration, and hope. And today I want to give you 3 action steps that I hope will encourage you, inspire you, and give you hope for the week. All right? There's no sense in going into the week depressed, down, out. You've got to find a way to encourage yourself. Okay? And so I want to give you 3 action steps. And number 1, ready? Replace negative influences with positive influences. I made a point now, I stay away from mainstream media. I found that too many of them are negative and they impact my emotions adversely. Too much negative talk rewires our brains for negativity. In fact, when an overall message is too negative, our brains quickly begin to go negative, and then we begin to assume that our action steps are going to have negative results. It follows a pattern. You get negative thoughts, you get negative words, you get negative actions, you get negative results. And so I know one time when I used to go golfing a long time ago, I had a negative impact on myself for my golf because I used to hit a bad shot, and I would say, "Oh, you idiot." And sometimes it would just be me, but then it got louder. And then my brother-in-law says, "Why do you keep talking negative about yourself? You're never going to change your game until you start being more positive about how you're playing." And I said, "Man, that's exactly right." So I had to be able to change, get rid of the negative influence, get rid of the negative talk. And maybe you're finding yourself right now, if you're talking negative about yourself, stop. Stop talking negative about yourself and start talking positive. A positive mindset is your key to success. And I see Stefan, man, my man. Good to see you, son. Miss you. I was talking to Johnny B about you the other day. We were wondering how you were. He was asking how you were, man. I'm so glad you're with me this morning. We have to surround ourselves with positive people, positive influences, positive news, positive books. And we got to disconnect ourselves from those things that are influencing us to move in a negative fashion. All right, number 2, keep your self-confidence. Despite what took place, you still have to believe that you can accomplish your goals and your dreams. Bad things may have happened, things that just didn't go right. You made some wrong moves, but you gotta have confidence. You gotta still believe that you can achieve what you're after. I know the odds may seem against you right now, but what matters most is you not losing your confidence. You gotta hold on to your confidence. You know, as a basketball coach, I have learned that when an athlete loses his confidence, he begins to struggle with fear, motivation, and it definitely begins to affect their performance. Others, maybe that's you right now, are finding yourself, you're dealing with anxiety and stress and depression. If you're going to start the change, then you're going to have to change the way you think. And one of the things I'm going to tell you right now is failure is not the end of the world. Okay? Yes, you failed. Yes, you made a mistake. Yes, you made some bonehead moves, but failure is not the end of the world for you. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, think about the things that are going to go right. Think about all the positive things that are going to take place. Think of all the new things that you're going to attract because you have a different mindset and you're walking in a positive state of mind and you're speaking positively, you're acting positively. Man, I just believe right now that if you begin to change that mindset, you're going to watch the next phase of your life begin to move in a direction that you've always been wanting to go. Man, get excited about all the new things that can take place by just having positive mindset out there. Amen. Remember, no one is immune from failure. Will it be the first time you failed? No. There are numerous times that I have failed. But you know what? Even the most successful people have attributed a turning point in their life based on 1 or 2 key failures that took place. Man, Everybody, it was the failure that turned him around. It was the failure that gave him a new beginning. It was the failure that woke him up and got him moving in a new direction. All right. Number 3, plan your day the day before. Plan your day the day before. Be more strategic. Seek out more advice. Find a mentor. Do more of your due diligence in preparing for what it is that you're after. This way, when you get up in the morning, you can hit the ground running and ensure that you're going to have a productive day. I didn't put this together this morning. This was the day before. My wife, we didn't get this whole set up today. We got it set up the day before. I have final exams that I'm going to give it out today. That was done the day before. What's up, Keith? Yes, you keep trying, bro. You keep trying. Amen. Marius, yes, definitely. So this was all set up the day before. Why? So we could get up, come in here and have a more relaxed state, be ready to be more productive along the way. See, you got to celebrate even the small victories, even the little gains. You know, one of the things that we said as a coach, sometimes when a person is struggling, we say, you know, he just needs a few W's. She just needs a few W's. And what that means is wins. You just need a few wins under your belt and your confidence begins to grow. And when you get those small W's, those small victories, man, those begin to build your confidence and they increase your motivation to keep trying, keep hoping, keep moving forward. All right. So again, don't plan your day that day. Plan the day before. And when I plan my day, I don't plan my day just to get through it. No, I plan to attack my day. I plan to seize the day, man. I want to take ownership of the day. I like this phrase that Simon Bailey says, so you've probably heard it before. When I walk in the room, I don't want to be just in the room. I want to be the room, man. That's how you got to attack your day and plan your day. See, when you get everything ready for the next day before you go to bed, you'll have a much calmer morning, a more peaceful morning, a better transition from where you are to where you're going to where you want to be. Being ready the day before is what allows you to live motivated. Hey, God bless you. I hope this really helped you. Stay encouraged. Keep trying. Keep pumping. Keep moving after that. Stefan, love you, man.